my toys.
Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Sonar Suit Batman from the Batman Missions line. Not to be confused with the Sonar Suit Batman from Batman Forever, but obviously if you look at him, there's no way to confuse the two of them. This figure was from the previous assortment, I believe assortment 2 of the Batman Missions line. I backtracked to make this video because a user, a subscriber named John Lant asked me to do this review, so this one's for you, buddy. So let's check out the packaging. See, of course, we have the Batman logo, Batman Missions. He's in this blue suit, very vibrant color-wise, not exactly your traditional-looking Batman. One of those many Bat variants that's kind of like, do we really need him? And on the back side, you can see he's fighting the Riddler. Really not much more going on, barcode, etc., etc. So, why don't we open him up and check this guy out? And of course, I did get 2 of this guy. One to open and one to keep unopened, so I can keep my complete collection of Batman Mission figures up to date. As you can see below, I have the entire line, both open and unopened. I always collect 6 and 7 inch Batman figures in the unopened package. So from the very top to the bottom, from left to right, we first got the Cannon Attack Batmobile. Next, the Batman and Robin vs. Bane 3-pack. I believe this will be the only multi-pack from this line. Next, we've got the 2 deluxe figures, the only 2 they've made so far. Air Power Batman and Air Power Joker. Next, we've got Air Power Batman and Batcycle. And then starts the basic line. All the rest of these figures are $9.99 basic variety. We've got Simply Batman, then Stealth Glider Batman, and then just Robin, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. Those there are the initial assortment when they first launched the line. Those are the ones they released. Next, Series 2 would be looking at Night Jumper Batman, and then Sonar Suit Batman, and then the Riddler and Batgirl. That was the second assortment they released. And the third assortment is out right now, and that includes Electro Power Batman, Nightwing, Bane, and Two-Face. If there's anybody I'm missing from this collection, please post it below. I would be extremely interested to find out. Well, now that we've got this figure opened up out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories in their entirety. He comes with 2 sort of items, I don't exactly know what you can call these, that attach to his hands, sort of enhance fists or energy blasts, I don't know. He also comes with some goggles that have been reused in this line a couple of different times. So let's check out the figure. He's blue, very colorful, not exactly my favorite kind of Batman version. I like the kind of more regular kinds, but it's fun to have one of these every once in a while. So he's got the sort of armor design on him. I notice he still has the peg hole in the back, so you can use previously released accessories since he doesn't come with anything to go back there. Kind of nice, once you get more and more of these figures, you can mix and match them. Okay, so next let's check out his accessories. He comes with 3 items, 2 of which can fit into his open hands, and then he comes with these goggles that are made of soft rubber. One thing I will say is that all of these accessories are complete reuse from previous figures in recent history from Mattel. We'll check that out here in just a second. So first of all, let's check out the goggles. They're made of a soft rubber, which is pretty nice. They can stretch out, bend around very easily. They can fit onto larger action figures' heads. They're really sort of intended to go on his head, kind of like so, sticking up. At least that's how I feel like they look best. But you can also put them above his eyes. They line up pretty decently. You can see his eyes through there and everything. Now it looks to me like each one of these 3 figures has reused that exact same mold on the goggles. This will be the first one, the Nightmare Batman from Batman vs. Superman. Then they kind of made sort of an ice or snow version of him. And then near the very end of the Justice League line, another figure that reused those. And then here the Batman Missions line, used once again. We'll check them out loose to confirm if they're identical sculpt or not. Here are all the different basic figures with the goggles loose out of the package. And then here are all 4 of the goggles on the ground. This is the one that came in the Missions figure. Check it out next to this brown one. They are definitely identical, and I don't mind they reuse that. They work out pretty nicely and do enhance these figures. And here are the Sonar Suit Batman's goggles compared to the Multiverse version of the Nightmare Batman's goggles. A little bit nicer design. Next, let's check out this other item this guy comes with. Like I said before, they fit into his open hands. Here he is holding the accessories. I guess these are just some sort of sonar blast coming from his hand. And just like the previous accessory, these ones have definitely been used before as well. Gauntlet Assault Batman, I guess they were some sort of kryptonite gauntlets to fight Superman with. They've got Arctic Zone Batman, presumably some sort of ice blast coming out of his hand. And then Sonar Suit Batman, probably some sort of sonar energy. And then here are all three of those figures loose, wielding the same accessories, at least the same mold. Alright, well now that we've checked out his accessories, next let's check out the height of this figure. This is more of a basic line. The actual Multiverse figures are of a 6.5 inch height for the most part. So this guy here looks like he's sitting at just about 6 inches, just a tiny bit less if you don't count the ear. Next, let's check out this guy's articulation. So of course his head's going to move around side to side. Does go up and down a little bit, not too much, but not too bad either. His shoulders, they go out this far, not quite 90 degrees. They're on a ball joint, so they can go around, out, all over the place. His elbows, single jointed, they can go just about 90 degrees. They also have a swivel there. Of course, his wrist can go around, and they do have a hinge that goes up and down. Pretty nice range of motion there if you get it completely unstuck. He's got waist articulation, a little bit hindered by the belt. His legs, they don't go out, they only go up and down, just about 90 degrees that way. Back, about 90 degrees. One of the few figures in this line that can actually go back on his legs. Single jointed knees, pretty much 90 degrees. And then absolutely nothing else going on this figure articulation-wise. Next, here he is compared to a couple of regular-looking Batmans from the Batman Missions line. Here he is next to all the different Batmans from the Batman Missions line. There are a total of 8 of them so far. And then here he is compared with all of the Batman Mission figures, all the Batmans, all the sidekicks, and all the villains. And then here's a shot from above, looking at all the Batman Mission figures compared to each other. Next, let's check him out versus some other Batman 6-inch basic lines. These two Batmans are from the Power Attack Batman line. This was a $10 basic 6-inch line from a couple years back. Here he is next to a couple Batmans from the Total Heroes line. Once again, this is a $10 basic 6-inch retail line. Here he is next to some Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice 6-inch basic action figure line Batmans. These guys are priced and articulated pretty similar to the Missions line. Here he is compared to some Justice League basic 6-inch figures. These guys are pretty much a continuation of the Batman vs. Superman line, and the Batman Missions line definitely replaced this basic Batman line at retail. So all in all, this figure is okay for what it is. It's one of those endless weird Bat variants, Sonar Suit Batman in bright blue colors. Not really my cup of tea. I prefer the sort of regular looking Batmans that are comic or movie accurate, gray, black, etc. There's nothing really wrong with this figure. If I were to rate this figure, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. The articulation is mediocre at best, perhaps a little bit below mediocre. The accessories are actually pretty terrible. I mean, his goggles are pretty cool, but those blast accessories for his hands are just really dumb. His cloth cape, which is kind of nice. Anyway, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, press like below. If you want to see additional videos from me, press subscribe. If you have anything you want to say about that video, put in the comments below. Once again, thank you for watching. This is D Hunter. I'll talk to you guys real soon.